Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by Tasya Herbals alcohol-based hand sanitizer with neem and aloe vera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. India and China have agreed that it was necessary to ensure at the earliest the complete disengagement of the troops along the line of actual control and de-escalation from India-China border areas for full restoration of peace and tranquility. The special representatives of India and China on the boundary question, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Chinese State Councillor and Minister of Foreign Affairs Wang Yi had a frank and in-depth exchange of telephonic conversation on Sunday, during which they agreed that both sides should complete the ongoing disengagement process along the LAC expeditiously. The National Investigation Agency on Monday filed a charge sheet against suspended Jammu and Kashmir Deputy Superintendent Devinder Singh in a terror case. The charge sheet was also filed against Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist Syed Naved and 5 other people in the same case. The NIA completed its investigation against the J&K Police Corps and others in connection with the case. The Civil Secretariat, the seat of J&K administration, formally reopened in the summer capital on Monday amid COVID-19 pandemic. Due to extraordinary circumstances in view of COVID-19, Civil Secretariat at Jammu will continue to remain functional as only 19 government departments which are part of the Darbar move have been shifted to Srinagar this year, while as 18 other departments will continue to function from the winter capital. A group of journalists on Monday staged a protest against the new media policy and demanded its immediate rollback. The journalists who had assembled at the Press Enclave Srinagar under the banner of J&K Media Guild, the protests demanded an immediate rollback of the policy. The JKNPP on Monday staged a protest in Jammu demanding restoration of 4G mobile internet services in Jammu and Kashmir and claimed people, especially students, are suffering due to the lack of access to it during the coronavirus crisis. Jammu and Kashmir National Panthers Party chairman and former minister Harshdev Singh led the protest. The protesters gathered near the party headquarters in Gandhinagar area and torched an effigy of the BJP government to express their anger. One Mahotsav week was celebrated by Red Cross Club, NCC units, NSS wings and Botany Department of Government PG College for Women, Gandhinagar, Jammu. On the occasion, students of the college participated in online poster making event on the theme Plant a Tree, Plant a Hope for Future. The Jammu-based Yatri Niwas for pilgrims finally starts getting the facelift as Jammu and Kashmir administration has geared up for an annual pilgrimage to the south of Himalayas in Kashmir. Although the final words on final date for starting the pilgrimage are yet awaited, the government has started making all arrangements to smoothly conduct the yatra, following all SOPs in view of COVID-19. Men and machinery are on job at Yatri Niwas and engaged in making all arrangements ahead of the yatra. Another big single-day jump of 24,248 COVID-19 cases took India's tally close to 7 lakh mark on Monday, while the death toll due to the disease climbed to 19,693, with 425 new fatalities according to the Union Health Ministry. With this, the country has recorded over 20,000 cases of the infection for the 4th consecutive day. India went past Russia on Sunday to become the 3rd worst hit nation by the COVID-19 pandemic. Only the US and Brazil are ahead of India in terms of total coronavirus infections. More than 200 scientists from 32 nations have written to the WHO saying there is evidence that the coronavirus is airborne and even smaller particles can affect people, a significant departure from the UN Health Agency's claims so far that COVID-19 is spread primarily through cough and sneezes. A report in the New York Times says that cluster of infections are rising globally as people go back to bars, restaurants, offices, markets and casinos, a trend that increasingly confirms that the virus lingers in the air indoors, infecting those nearby. District Development Commissioner Ramban Nazim-Zai Khan on Monday chaired a meeting of district heads of concerned departments and other stakeholders to review the arrangements being put in place to ensure smooth conduct of Sri Amarnath Ji Yatra 2020. A threadbare discussion was held regarding various arrangements for making the Yatra successful. The DDC emphasized the need for putting in place special arrangements this year in view of COVID-19 pandemic. On the first Monday of Sawan month, devotees started coming to Lord Shiva temples in different parts of the country from the early morning to offer prayers. However, the usual hustle-bustle is missing at the temple due to coronavirus outbreak which has affected the lives of people across the globe. Shravan, the fifth month in the Hindu calendar, is considered to be the most auspicious month of the year. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva, who according to Hindu religious beliefs is the creator, preserver and destroyer of this universe. Jammu and Kashmir Bharatiya Janata Party remembered its ideologue Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on his 119th birth anniversary. Several programs were conducted across the region by the leaders and activists of BJP to pay their warm tributes to the tall national leader. BJP President Ravinder Raina and other party leaders paid their tributes to the great ideologue at party headquarters Trikutanagar. The government on Monday extended the last date for linking Aadhaar and permanent account number to March 31st next year. The decision was taken keeping the COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting difficulties in mind. Earlier, in another big relief to tax assessors, the IT department had extended the last date of payment of self-assessment tax in case of tax liability up to Rs 1 lakh till November 30th, 2020.